everybody, how is it going? It is your pal, Sal here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first album reaction. I calculated since October. As many of you guys know, I've been on kind of an indefinite hiatus. It's been a crazy couple of months. If you want some context for everything, please check out the video, The Return of Sal, which was supposed to be my return, but it kind of wasn't. So hopefully this is my actual, return to album reactions and all that good stuff. I couldn't be more honored to be back. We're returning with something that I didn't feel like a lot of people expected. As you know me, I talk about the divas, about the women, but today we are talking about a man. So today we are reacting to the debut studio album of Charlie Puth, 9-Track Mind. So how did we get here is a very good question. And the simple answer is TikTok. Around the start of the pandemic, I remember I started following Charlie on TikTok, and I thought it was really funny. He's been known to be, he writes all his own music. He's very in-depth with his music writing, if you will. That sounded terrible. But I found him very funny. He's also been known to be guilty of queer baiting, and well, if that's true, then the evidence is right here because I'm queer and I was baited. So there is that, and I do not regret it. But other than that, he has been throughout the past year starting to show the process of his new album, which comes out in 2 weeks from today, October 6th, which is going to be called Charlie. And I have loved every single song that has dropped from this upcoming release, including Left and Right, what is it? That's Hilarious, Light Switch, I Hope It Smells Like Me. All of those songs I've really tremendously enjoyed, and so I decided that my comeback, if you will, should be doing this mini discography journey for Charlie in honor of the upcoming album. So throughout the next 2 weeks, we are going to tackle his first and second album. There's just two, and have fun with that. And then obviously when the new album comes out, we will be listening to that as well. Also, fun fact, today, the general on sale has started for his concert tour that is going to be happening this fall, and I ended up getting a ticket. I believe I am 5th row for the Chicago show at the Auditorium Theater. 5th row if you don't count the pit. I've been there before. The Auditorium Theater is not my favorite theater, but hey, after spending 2 years without concerts, I'm willing to go to anything, and I couldn't be more excited with that. So I think we should get started with, now that we know why we're here, let's talk about where here is. So again, today we are talking about the debut studio album, 9-Track Mind. Also a fun fact, sorry for this lengthy intro today, because I have no control over how I spend my money, a few weeks, or months ago, I should say, when he announced the third album was coming, I was like, well, I guess I better get the first two on vinyl, especially because some of them are getting harder to get. Again, have not listened to it, but I was like, why not? So I ended up picking this up on Amazon. It's the standard black. I think there is a other pressing of it, but I knew I was going to react to this, like I felt it in my soul. So I said, I'll have it ready for me when I finish filming this video. So there's that. So again, the album title is 9-Track Mind. It is the first studio album from Charlie. Before this, from what I found, he had 3 EPs that were released. Now, what I find interesting is that the second EP, which the name is escaping me, but I do remember that the EP consisted of 10 tracks. You can't get it anymore. It's not on streaming, not for sale. But I find that odd to call a 10-track EP an EP. That feels like an album to me, but I guess it doesn't count. If we want to talk about that in the future, let me know in the comments below. So this album that we're talking, 9-Track Mind, was released on January 26th of 2016. And it hit number 6 on the Billboard 200. There were a total of 5 singles. The first single came out basically a year before the album even came out. Marvin Gaye, which hit number 21. The second single was See You Again, which hit number 1. We all know it. The third single, One Call Away, which hit number 12. The fourth single was We Don't Talk Anymore, which hit number 9. And the fifth and final single was called Dangerously. That is the only one of the singles that I don't know, hit number 5 in Belgium. So take with that what you will. Again, so far out of, we're going to be listening to 16 songs today, I know 4 of them. That's 4. So again, lengthy intro, but without further ado, let us get started. Track number 1, One Call Away. What a lovely way to open the album. Here we go. Listen in. I don't remember this part. Okay, so, wow, this is just like a trip back for me. So this came out, I'm assuming 2015, obviously before the album came out in 2016, early 2016. So I think around the time it came out, it would have been like end of my senior year, start of my sophomore year of college. Or no, I'm starting my senior, or no, my freshman year of college. So this is, wow. What a time capsule it is. It's as listening to this, you know, like I feel like 2015, 2016, like 2017, I feel like that was like when the end of like when pop was truly ruling the radio, and then you heard a lot of trap come in, a lot of stuff that I just did not like, kind of took over like the Hot 100 spots for a while. Thankfully we're getting back to more pop stuff, it seems, but I remember so vividly at the time, and it's such a good song. It's very sweet. One thing that's really nice, it's if I'm going to criticize anything of the upcoming album, even though I do like everything that's come out, is that Charlie, I feel, is overuses. I think it's very stylistically done, but I feel like a lot of times you don't get to hear the beauty of his voice in a lot of the newer singles, because he uses a lot of vocoder and stuff like that to like create the effect. Oh, by the way, if you hear like shaking in the background, I'm dog sitting for my dad's dog this weekend, and she's like figuring out this place still, so there's that. What was I gonna say? So yeah, I really enjoy with this song is that you really hear the loveliness of his voice. And granted, I feel like sometimes I have a vendetta against tenors, being a baritone, but I get it. I'll let it slide for Charlie. I love this song. I think it's really sweet. I mean, he's one call away, and he's going to save the day, and he's going to make everything better. So that's really sweet. It's adorable. It was a great single at the time. It hit number 12. Could have maybe hit a little more. I don't see number 1 hit single out of this, but I really do like it. Track number 2, Dangerously, which was the 5th and final single, and a big hit in Belgium. So here we go. Oh. Is this the clean version? Because he says fuck in the lyrics here. Oh. Oh, he... It's funny right there. So he's saying the lyric, more than the air that I breathe, but that it sounds like he's struggling to breathe, because he's on a chokehold here. I love it. Okay. Okay. Not good. Choking me. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Okay. Okay, so, you know, for this being the first song in here that I didn't know, Belgium knew what was up. I really like that. That was a lot of fun. What's interesting about the song is that he's talking about a relationship that clearly was chaotic. And it seems like he would never, like usually he caused the chaos, but now the girl's causing the chaos. And so they're both causing chaos. And it just sounds like, it's clear it didn't work out, okay? But it's clear they had fun. They did some illegal things, and he's okay with that. And it was a ride, okay? I really liked that. That was a lot of fun. I wonder why it was big in Belgium and then not here. I don't think it's as singly sounding as the other 4 singles that we have on here, but I really like that. So for starters, for the first song I didn't know, winner. And again, I love that you can hear his voice. I really like that. Track number 3, we have iconic hit. This is Marvin Gaye, which features Meghan Trainor. Love this song.
Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. You get the healing that I want. Just like they say in the song. Until the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. I just want you for my home. I got to have you back.
Gotta have it. Go, Meghan.
Like they say it in the songs. On to the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. You got the healing that I want. Just like they say it in the song. Until the dawn. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on, babe.
Now, again, this was such a lovely song to hear back in the radio in 2015, and coincidentally is the first single of this album, which I find interesting that this came out before See You Again. Interesting. Okay. So I like the chemistry between Charlie and Meghan in this song. They come across really well. Apparently things aren't too great between them because Meghan posted a TikTok like a few weeks ago where it's like 2 Easter eggs filled with mung beans and blah, blah, blah. And then like the bad thing of those 3 sections was like kissing Charlie Puth at one of the award shows. So well, she's married to Junie Cortez, so who cares at this point? But again, Howard 2015, Charlie Puth, Meghan Trainor, poor gal, wins the Grammy Award, and then, I mean, she has more money than I do, so her career is doing just fine, but, like, I don't think it was as, like, massive as they thought it was gonna be. I like this song a lot, though. It's a lot of fun. It's, like, it's got a lot of nice sexual innuendo, but it's light enough that it can still be played on the radio, like, really nicely and really friendly, if you know what I mean. I like it. I mean, come on, it was a big hit in 2015. I really like this song. I do. It put a smile on my face. I feel like a lot of these songs, when I think of them, I'm like, good times. Good times before life just got so shitty. Track number 4, Losing My Mind.
Money was enough. It's just a temporary rush. I'll try to go find some.
I like have such that lyric. I thought money was enough. It's just a temporary rush, but that rush can be so high. You know what I mean? I love money.
So much to do, and not enough time. Not enough time. Oh my God. So much to lose. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Oh my mind.
I'm not in love with this. Is that a sample? Because that might be him. I'm not sure. It's not giving what I think it wants to give. I get the atmosphere I feel like this was going for, but that bouncing beat in the back is kind of killing it for me. If it maybe was softer, it's a little too pronounced, I think. I feel like the back is going like this, and then he's trying to create this angelic atmosphere. Is that a sample? Oh, it is. Okay, so this is sampling something Vera Hall song, Wild Oaks Moan. Wild Oaks Moan, okay. I like that. Alright, so that was Losing My Mind, and in all honesty, this one felt like it was a mixed bag for me. As you heard me talk about a little earlier, I get the atmosphere it was going for, but again, that bouncing beat in the back was not working for me. This sample of this song called Wild Ox Moan sounded offbeat at the beginning, and especially in some of the other parts of it too, so I don't know if I was feeling that. The ending, it sounded the best, the way it was being used, so I'm wondering I should hear that by itself. There's some lovely vocals, and I get what it was going for, but it didn't work for me. Okay, I didn't hate it. I would listen to it again, but I think it should have been a little more stripped. I really do. It should have been just Charlie, stripped. If you get the reference. Yeah. So, what? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Track number 5. We have arguably the biggest hit off of this record. maybe the second, not the second biggest hit off of this record. Okay, we'll go there. We Don't Talk Anymore, which features Selena Gomez. Here we go.
Don't wanna know, can I dress you wearing tonight? If he's holding on to you so tight.
Oh, so sad.
The way I did before, I overdosed. Should've known your love was a game. Now I can't get you out of my brain. Oh, it's such a shame.
Here we go.
We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. Every now and then I think you might want me to come show up at your door. We don't laugh anymore. What was all of it for? Oh, we don't talk anymore like we used to do. We don't talk anymore.
More. Okay, that was We Don't Talk Anymore. Again, a 2015 staple. Although this kid was the fourth single, so it might have come out closer to 2016, but still, come on, what a time that was. One thing I think that really stands out to me with this song is Selena Gomez is an artist that I have genuinely enjoyed a lot of songs from. I really enjoy the Revival album, which came out around this, shortly, not too long after this. And I feel like her vocal delivery on this is at perfect match with the production, with the light guitar strings. She just sounds like she's perfectly placed right in there. And I think, again, she has actually really good chemistry with Charlie in this song. It's a sad song about, two lovers that they're not talking anymore, and they're wondering, questioning about why everything went the way it did, and hoping that their future lover, or the one they're with right now, can do what they did, or if they can't, all in all, it's a really, again, a staple of the radio at the time. We stand. Okay, so for a while now, we are going to be tackling album tracks, which we love, we stand. So here we go, we have track number 6, which is called My Gospel.
I just roll into a bank and put a ski mask on and walk out with $1 million bucks. Then I burn it in a pile on your front lawn just to prove it didn't mean that much. I sell everything I own, take a pile of cash, walk in the casino, bet it all on black, then blow all of my winnings on a limousine to make out with you in the back.
Hey, okay.
I'm not afraid. There's nothing that I won't do just to make you love me, love me, love me.
Okay.
Throw away my pride for you just to make you love
me, want me, trust me. Okay, I like this.
I know I'm all the shape that's made you and I can care. Then I carry your body to the top of the tower to kiss your lips at midnight. Then we'll walk through the streets and drink champagne, get drunk and start singing in the pouring rain. I'll acapella karaoke sexy thing.
Oh my God.
Baby, I feel no just to make you love me, love me, love me.
Hey. Ooh. So, in terms of album cuts, I think this might be my second favorite album cut so far. Yeah, because I would say I think I enjoyed Dangerously a little more. But this one was a lot more playful. Wait, it's interesting that it's called My Gospel. Okay, I guess his gospel is that he's going to do the craziest shit, and he doesn't even need to do all that. He's just doing it to show you that you're what matters to him. It was interesting, some of the lyrics that he had in here. Like he was gonna, what was the beginning? I'd stroll into a bank, put a ski mask on, and walk out with $1 million bucks. Then I'd burn it in a pile on your front lawn just to prove it didn't mean that much. Wild. What a crazy man. Crazy. You crazy girl. I had a lot of fun with this one. I think this is like a really, really fun album track that I feel like if he did it live, it'd be a lot of fun too. So I stand that. I really enjoyed that. Track number 7, Up All Night, which is kind of how I've not been sleeping good lately, so I feel like I'm gonna feel this one in my soul.
Well, I get the thrill run down my spine when I see you hit me up.
So he's like, ooh, I feel her.
Feeling so electrified, and you know where to be found. Up all night, up all night. All the things that you said to me yesterday, playing over in my mind. Wait a little longer.
We're getting on the bridge.
All the things that you said to me yesterday, playing over in my mind.
background are lovely. Here we go. Okay, so the moral of this story is that he's up all night rethinking all the things that this girl has done to him, and he's just like, why does this keep happening? And I've definitely been there too, you know, like when you go to bed and you're like ready to sleep, but your brain is not ready to sleep. It has a lot of thoughts it needs to think about. I've been there. I totally get this song. There were many aspects I really liked. In the beginning, I heard a little more gospel backing vocals, and I really liked that. But then towards the end, we started getting more strings and more full orchestra sound, and I was like, okay, Charlie. So that I genuinely enjoyed too. I think if we're talking my favorite of the album tracks, it's technically my least favorite of the album tracks. Not including the one that I just didn't really like at all, because like this is the ones that I do like. But still, I enjoyed it. Track number 8 is really funny because he's come back to this saying just this year. This song is called Left, Right, Left. Left and right. I love it.
I'm almost there, only one more step. Whoa, left, right,
Oh wait, that's not the left, right for you guys.
I'm moving on, I got no regrets. So left, right, left. Broken heart, lost your heart, got on back alone, it's true. Flash, every spot inside it, what's your eyes? Yeah, I know you felt this way before too. Whoa, left, right,
left, right. I gotta think of it for you guys out there, because this is my left, this is my right, but this is my left for you, and this is my right.
We're almost there, only one more step. Whoa, left, right, left.
Okay. So I will say, in terms of the concept of left and right, I think he did it better this year. And at first, like the first like 1/3 of the song, I was like, okay, it's cute. But actually, you know, midway through, it really, really grew on me because he's just talking about he's got to keep moving forward. You know, take one step left, right, keep going, keep moving forward. That's a very positive message. So I don't think I can be too mad about that. And it got really much more catchier towards the end. So even though he did do the concept better in 2022, 2015's little baby steps for left, right, left, adorable. So I actually enjoyed that one too. Track number 9, Then There Was You. Something a little grittier maybe? I feel like he's trying to be hip with this one. That's the vibe I'm getting. Oh, I love that. That's very Rush, that violin sound right there. If that's a violin, I'm not sure. Okay. I think this one, in a sense, reminded me of Left, Right, Left a little bit in terms of how it overtook me. When it started out with the kind of more like cool suave sound, I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling it. And then it kind of evolved into this, I don't even know how to describe it, this like otherworldly thing about this girl that he's describing who is like not beautiful. She's so much more than beautiful that there isn't a word for it. And then like that that was in the background. It really kind of did overtake me. And I was feeling it a lot, actually. I didn't mind it. I actually really enjoyed that. Track number 10, Suffer.
Detonate, detonate.
Okay. Detonator.
You blow my mind. You tell me wait on you.
Wait on ya.
Go through pictures, you said no.
Uh-oh.
You make me
Oh, Charlie. A tenor. I hate tenors sometimes. Thank God.
Don't you play? Wanna make love, girl, I can't lie. I'm just a sucker for a cold-hearted lover. We love you, baby. So please don't ever change.
Here we go.
You make me suffer, baby.
Okay. Oh my God.
I'm just a sucker.
Okay, so that was Suffer, and whoa, this is Charlie going in a very much more slow, chill R&B type of area, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed this one. It's funny because it kind of reminds me a little bit of Dangerously, because the way he's talking about blowing up in the beginning and all that. It's another relationship that he's in where this lady is just killing him, slowly killing him, but he's secretly enjoying it. He's enjoying the suffering that he's going through, it seems, and he plays that off really well in this track. It sounds really good, and again, these damn tenors and their high vocals, I swear to God. But I mean, fantastic performance on that. Wow. Another like. That's honestly, I think we're actually, the vibe I'm getting from a lot of these album tracks is that I find them to be really, really good songs. I don't hear them as singles whatsoever, but they're really, really good. So I enjoy that. Track number 11, As You Are, which features Shy Carter. Never heard of them before, so.
Nothing you could do will ever change that. You riding with me riding for you. We follow our hearts, don't forget what they do. 'Cause I will always love you.
Okay.
Baby, I can never judge you. I will take you as you are. So let it be known now, you put on my throne now, it's you at all times. I never reject you, I love and respect you, 'cause you're my life. I'll climb every mountain and scream at the top of my lungs that I'm yours. You know that I'm yours.
In all honesty, I wasn't feeling this one. I don't know, I felt like the lyrics were something that we already tackled before in this album. I felt like Shy Carter's rap felt very out of place with the rest of the song. It's not a bad song by any means. It's got I think the R, but there's another song that does something similar to that, which I think did better. This one just kind of I don't know. It's upbeat, I'll give it that, but I don't know. It didn't do much for me, personally. I don't know why, because it's not like it's bad. I don't know, something just didn't feel right to me. I guess that's just me. Track number 12, the final track of the standard edition of the album, Some Type of Love. And this is the most played album track. Ooh. Wait, I was talking. I want to hear that again. Oh, wow.
And I won't sing the blues, 'cause all I need is you.
That's right.
Every single question will be answered all by you. That's some type of love. That's some type of love. When the world's on fire, we won't even move. There is no reason if I'm here with you. My face has changed. There will be a moment.
This is giving me very what is it? My Heart Beats for Love, Miley Cyrus Can't Be Tamed vibes, and I love that.
That's some type of love. That's some type of love. There is no reason if I'm here with you. And when it's said and done, I'll give it to you. That's some type of love. That's some type of love. It's on fire, we won't even move. There is no reason if I'm here with you. And when it's said and done, I'll give me to you. That's some type of love. That's some type of love.
Okay, so first of all, I loved that. That was a lovely ending to the standard pressing of the album, and you know, it's funny because I feel like if this had been a song I reacted to, like, say, like 3 months ago, I would have, or maybe even like a month and a half ago. So basically, a little life update for me. It's not really my life, but it's part of it. I was recently on vacation, and my best friends, Caitlin and Austin, they just got engaged. And it's really changed my views on love, I guess, if you will. Let's just say back maybe a month and a half ago, I felt very much more like a Samantha. And now I'm starting to feel more like a Charlotte, which I don't know if is scary, but who knows, only time will tell. But I'm feeling very emotional lately, I guess, if you will. And this was just lovely, a lovely ending. And what I like too is that he's describing, this song it's almost could have been titled some type of life. You know, he's describing a life together, but he chooses the word love instead of life because the love is his life. And that's adorable. And to think he's not even married. Beyond his years, but just lovely. I love that as the ending to the album. Track number 13, the big hit, the number one hit, See You Again, from the Fast and the Furious 7 soundtrack. We all know that this song was dedicated to, his name, Paul. I never saw the movies, but he died in one of the, was it Paul Walker? I never saw the Fast and the Furious movies, I can't lie. But he, I do know, there was, a big set crash, and it was very sad. And, this was, the big song that came out with it. And an interesting thing is that this was a bonus track, but it was only included on international pressings of the album, and I was like, wait, it's on my vinyl pressing. So it turns out, and I knew this, I just didn't realize it, so my vinyl pressing does in fact have See You Again, as you can see back there. I have the European or the international pressing of the album. I bought, which is weird, I knew that because I bought it on Amazon and it was shipping from the UK, and I was like, okay, whatever, I guess I'm getting it from the UK. But because I did that, I got the bonus tracks. So, we love bonus tracks. So let's listen to See You Again. We know it. I've actually heard, technically the song is Wiz Khalifa featuring Charlie Puth. When I saw Miley Cyrus a year ago, Wiz Khalifa was oddly the opening act. If it had been during the Bangers era, it would have made sense. But for Rock Miley, Wiz Khalifa as the opener was a little weird to me. But he sang this song. So here we go. Also, I'm sorry to go on a tangent, but we know this song. When my sister, she just graduated nursing school. Congratulations, Alessandra. She had 2 different graduations. Technically, she's not even done yet. It's so confusing being a nurse. But she had 2 graduations, but this first one, they just played this song as everybody was coming up to get their pin or something like that on a loop. It played for 30 minutes straight. And I was like, did no one think to create a playlist of different songs? It was just this for 30 minutes. So
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
I don't think there's much that I need to say. It's a lovely song. It's a loving tribute. I think I personally enjoy Charlie's section of it more than I enjoy Wiz Khalifa's. I like Wiz Khalifa's a lot more towards the end, when it starts getting a little more momentum in his verses. But this is again a time capsule, a great number one hit, a sad number one hit, but so good. Track number 14, River.
Act like you don't care, but River, don't be cruel.
Is River a person?
Me
Okay.
away. Don't want to get hurt, so you hurt me. Things I'm looking at. Oh, River, don't run, don't run, don't run. Oh, River, maybe you should fall. That's what rivers do. 'Cause when you're in love, you don't mind a different view. Things I'm looking at. Oh, River, don't run, don't run, River, don't run. Oh, River, don't run. Want love. Oh, River, don't run.
Tune in for me, River.
Don't run, don't run. Oh, River, don't run, don't run. Want love.
Okay. This is an interesting piece because I wonder what River, if he's talking like about a physical river or somebody who's named a river. It feels a little more, I will say this, in comparison to a lot of the album tracks, it feels the most, how do I put this? It's almost a little too, how do I make this? The way I want to make it sound is like, it almost feels a little too, how do I make this sound nice? I guess I'm just going to have to, it sounds more intellectual than I guess some of the other album tracks feel. The album tracks are really good because, I did like them. But this feels like something that makes you think a little more. And you're like wondering, what is the river referred to? I think a few listens will make that maybe a little more clearer. It definitely has a more haunting vibe. I definitely get the bonus track / B-side vibe of it. I think no, I don't know if it would have fit on the album. Well, I mean, it is on the album. It's on the deluxe. But if like in the standard track listing, it would feel a little, maybe, like I said, it feels a little too intellectual compared to the rest. But I don't know. What do you think? Okay, so the interesting thing with these last two bonus tracks, there's a lot of different pressings of this album, and some have the regular versions of these two songs, like the originals, and then some have the remixes. So for the purposes of this video, we're just going to be doing the originals as they originally sounded. So this next song is called Nothing But Trouble, Instagram Models, which is Lil Wayne and Charlie Puth. So here we go.
For all my problems.
Okay, not good.
These Instagram models are nothing but trouble.
Okay. Oh.
She going away now. I'm going for
And some diamond studs.
When I met her, she was knotted up.
Okay. Fuck it.
No, I try to act like I don't notice. Emotions, blah. I'm facing the bottle for all of my problems. These Instagram models are nothing but trouble. She wanted was that limelight. What's so blinded by her highlights? She had me not checking my DMs, neither my likes.
Oh, he's about to go off. You liar, liar. Liar. Okay, so that was Instagram Models, or Nothing But Trouble, Instagram Models. And I mean, that's the best way to describe the song. These Instagram models, they're not good. They're nothing but trouble. I liked it. I like the hauntingness that Charlie's voice adds to it. Lil Wayne felt very, I feel like Lil Wayne has sounded the same in every song I've ever heard him in. My sister, when growing up, oh God, she used to love Lil Wayne. She had I don't know what the album was called, but I remember it had a song and it was like, President Carter, I'm President Carter. interesting piece, does not fit at all with the album. What's interesting is that some of them use a dance mix, and well, you know, we're here. Let's, I danced to it in the club. So I liked it, just doesn't really go with the album. Okay, track number 16, our final track of this album, Does It Feel? And again, this has a dance remix too.
Girl, I promise I'm not gonna bother you anymore. Soon as you hang up the phone, yeah. I just got one question that you might not be ready for, but I really gotta know. Does it feel like you never?
It's interesting because this sounds like a precursor to Attention. I don't know how I feel about that. Because it's got that really thick bass line.
Gonna bother you anymore. Soon as you hang up the phone.
Okay, I enjoyed this one a lot, but I think my big takeaway from this is that, again, and I said this earlier, it just sounds like a precursor to Attention. Like, it sounds almost like Attention's demo. Which, again, you can take with that what you will. I did like it. But I know that we have a better song that sounds just like it. Okay guys, so we just finished Charlie Puth's debut studio album, 9-Track Minds. I'm gonna have to be kind of quick with this. I just got a call from my boss at the library I work at, and she's like, can you come in as soon as possible? And I said, sure. So let's go through this really quick. So with this album, I find looking back interesting because at the time, while the singles did do very well, the album itself did not get good reviews, according to what I'm finding online. Critics criticized the simplistic production, overt focus on love ballads, and Puth's vocal performance, which is interesting to me because who doesn't love a love ballad? Who doesn't love a good vocal performance? Like, I really enjoyed Charlie's vocal performance on this. I could get the simplistic production because, as I was saying before, I did find that the singles were the singles and the album cuts were the album cuts. They were good album cuts, but none of them I don't feel like there was a robbed single here. And I'm okay with that. Like, that does not bother me whatsoever. And it's interesting also, too, because Charlie has confessed that he was disappointed in how the album turned out, which, fair enough, I could see. I think his material has gotten more true to him as time has gone on, but that's true for any artist. This is just his first album. So, all in all, I had a nice time. Am I going to be flocking back to this one a lot? I don't think so, but I definitely did leave here with some songs I did enjoy that I wouldn't have known before. So when it comes to the singles, we know them, we love them, great. I think my favorite two album tracks are probably Dangerously. Oh no, because that was a single technically, but not here. It didn't do anything here. That and where is that? What? Some Type of Love. I think Some Type of Love is my favorite. I don't know. It hit me in the feels. Again, I'm a Samantha becoming a Charlotte. I don't know what's happening to me anymore, but I really liked it. The other tracks, My Gospel, Up All Night, Left, Right, Left, Right, Left. Oh my God, that's so funny. Then there's You. So the only tracks that I would say that I actively did not enjoy were As You Are, which features Shy Carter, and Losing My Mind, which is just Charlie. I think those two were my least favorite because Losing My Mind had that really weird sample that just I was not grooving with. So all in all, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm interested to see where we're headed with the second album, especially knowing Attention and the other song, How Long. I think he gets more into his groove thing there, if you will. So what do you guys think of this album? Let me know in the comments below. As always, do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha, Twitter at Sal Says Stuff, and TikTok at SalRocha1, and I will see you ever so soon. Have an amazing day. I don't know if I could end on a pun here, but what would I say? Remember, I'm only one call away, or I'm only one comment away, so be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you feel. Bye, guys. Have a great day.